Okay, good evening, everyone. So, if you can hear me and you can also see me, please kindly type on the comment section that you can hear me and you can also see me. So, um, as you are joining, you can also be type your name and where you are joining us from. Let's connect before 8 o'clock on the dot. Then we start immediately. So if you can hear me and you can also see me, type on the comment, I can hear you and I can also see you. And you can go ahead and tell us your name and where you are joining us from. Okay, yes, I can see Choma Divine from Anambra State. You are welcome. And I can also see so many other people. I can hear you, I can see you. That's very good. So, um, welcome everybody to our special masterclass on the agricultural storage, especially for this our egusi storage. Do you understand? So we are going to be starting 8 o'clock on the dot. You understand? So we just have only 2 minutes to start. The class is not going to take too much time, and I'm just coming back from Nasarawa State because we have been doing a lot of preparation because of this egusi. So yes, I can see a lot of people. I can hear you. I can see you. That is very very good. You understand? So if you can hear me, go ahead and type. I can hear you. I can see you. So that let's wait. 8 o'clock on the dot, we are going to start. The class is not going to be too long, let's say 1 hour. Then make sure as the class goes on, keep writing all your questions down. Do you understand? This is not international class. This is us talking as a family. You understand? How the class is going to be is like we talking as a family what we expect from a goosey storage this year, like the do's and don'ts, what to kind of avoid, when to sell, the price to buy from, the type of bag that we are targeting to buy, our expected profit targets, that kind of a thing. It's just like a kind of inner cycle meeting, you understand, where we just talk within ourselves and share insights on how to go into the storage season for this egusi and make massive profit. So we just have 1 minute to go. So welcome everybody. I can see a lot of people. Mr. Abimbola from Lagos State, you are welcome, sir. Mr. Jerry from Lagos. Lagos people now just full everywhere. What's going on? Lagos people, like everybody that have been calling me for the past let's say 2 weeks now. Hello, Mr. John, I'm calling from Lagos. Hello, Mr. John, I'm coming from. So everybody is just coming from Lagos. Nobody is coming from my state, Enugu. Oh, no problem. It's fine. So without wasting much of our time, once it's 8 o'clock, we are going to start. You understand? So we are going to start immediately. Once it's 8 o'clock, we are going to start. This class is not a professional, like the way I want you to understand that this is us talking as a family. You understand? It's not like I'm not coming here to come and tell you what you have never heard or what you have never seen. You understand? This is inner cycle. You understand? Let's talk. You understand? Just after talking, we know what we are doing. Everybody will carry that along. You understand? So if at any point you are not getting what I'm saying, type it on the comment section. You understand? Why I'm using YouTube is so that we can have a recorded version of it so that other people who might not be able to join us immediately can be able to join later. You understand? I've seen Igwe Magnus from Ebonyi State. Igwe, you're welcome. Lagos people see the top. Joy from Lagos State. Joy, you're welcome. So it's 8 o'clock on the dot. I promise you guys we are going to be very fast. It's not going to waste too much time. So welcome everybody to our Egusi storage masterclass. And this masterclass is not a kind of, how will I say it? Is not as a one kind professional class that I'm coming to come and teach you. Is us talking. Is more like a kind of a discussion. Do you understand? So the topic of our live session is 2026 Egusi market season. Nothing again we wan talk here if not be egusi. So if you have never done anything like agric storage for the very first time, I'm sorry, you are going to be starting with egusi. So we are not going to be telling you storage is this or agricultural storage is this. We are going to talk strictly on egusi because by Monday we are going to start buying egusi and we have to know what we are doing. Do you understand? So Egusi 2026 Egusi market update. Sincerely speaking, if you have been into this agric space, you notice that there have been a shift in the market for the past 3 years. You understand? For the past 3 years, there have been a significant shift, how the market is reacting and everything. So if you can still hear me, type on the comment section, I can hear you or I understand what you are saying so that I will know that yes, we are all together. So because of that shift, you understand. Now, what the causes of that shift in the agricultural sector is because of high cost of production. So we have two challenge on ground now. Like let me just give you a comprehensive understanding. We have two challenge that is affecting agric sector now. One is importation. Do you understand? So government is importing cheap commodities from other countries, you understand, to subside the price of foodstuff or price of agric produce in Nigeria. But me and you know that thing have a very big disadvantage to farmers. For example, imagine a farmer spending 1 million naira to farm a product like maize. Do you understand? To farm a product like maize, and at the end of the day, this farmer is not even able to make, let's say, up to even 600,000 naira back because the cost of mechanization is very, very expensive. You understand? So this is one. So the cost of production is very high. Do you understand? Why after the harvesting, the price is quite cheap. But now, that's why if you watch me closely, I don't store every farm produce I see in the market. I only store produce that at the end of the day, I know that, okay, they are not actually bringing it inside the country. You understand? Like they are not importing it. Rather, we are the one exporting. Number one product in this list is egusi. If you have known me both physically online, you know me that I'm very, 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 very like anything egusi, I'm very interested in it. Do you understand? So and again, what I want everybody to understand in this shift in the agric sector is you don't just give up or you don't just say, make I wait till when the market is stable. Let me tell you, the first thing you have to ask yourself, as far as you are not losing your capital, do you understand? As far as you are not losing your capital, keep showing up. Like just keep showing up. You see, this business is consistency. Is consistency, and try as much as possible to know the type of products you are storing. I see some people store maize. I don't store maize. It's not that maize is bad, but take for example now, maize particularly, right? Almost every part of Nigeria farm maize. Do you understand? So almost every part of Nigeria farm maize, and like the demand for maize is not too high, and government, any small thing, government fit move maize enter the country. You understand? And who are the highest the people that need this maize in high volume is people that produce livestock feed. You understand? People that produce livestock feed, they are the people that actually need this maize in large quantities. So, but the problem is that they are not buying from you as person that needs storage. That time that you are buying as you are buying for storage, them too is also buying. You understand? So they're also doing storage and they can easily import from other countries that is subsiding their own price. You understand? Once they bring it, you and your mates go just sit down. You understand? And maize is something that if you don't like, if you are not using it to produce something, it's not good for you to store it. So many products like that. So this is just like what is happening in the market, for the past 3 years now. That's why you can see that, okay, beans around that December, January, this past December, January, we are supposed to store beans, but fear no gree me. Fear, you understand? At the end of the day, even the beans later did almost 90 to 100%. You understand? Or even more than, because that time that I wanted to buy, they are selling for 40,000. Fear no green me. I dey fear. I dey say to make government no go carry beans enter. Let me keep doing only the one that government is not importing inside. Do you understand? So let's go. If you can hear me, type I can hear you on the comment section. I told you that this is not one kind professional class. It's us talking within ourselves. So I'll list out everything, explain them, then you start typing your questions. We go ahead and do everything. Do you understand? So let's go. So the first topic I have here is current market situation and what to expect this season. Do you understand? So pay attention very well. This current market situation is that by this time last year, do you understand? Egusi is already, like, let's say, it's already like the price is already dey very down. Take for example, last market at Kwari market, that the small Abuja bag is selling for 160 bag, 180,000. You understand? So the problem now is that if you come to Kwari, egusi no dey. Like, the farmers did not farm it. Groundnut sell well well last year. So the farmers now diverted and go and farm egusi, especially Abuja farmers. They farm groundnut very well instead of egusi. So now groundnut full market, egusi no dey. You understand? Like, the farmers are just following the one that is moving. Do you understand? So egusi no dey market now, and that's why if you watch at Kwari market, egusi is very very expensive. Imagine Kwari selling that a small bag for 180, and Nasarawa is selling their big bag for 160. You understand the thing now? So, but sometimes after transporting and everything, it used to be expensive. But it's only for people that is buying one or two bag, not for us that is buying in bulk. You understand? That's one advantage that we have, because if we buy in bulk, it's going to be much more cheaper for the logistics and everything. You understand? So the current market situation currently is that egusi no dey this season. That's just the pure truth. And price is not going to come down to that. Like, I'm not seeing price coming down to that buying entry that we bought last year. For example, we bought Kwali bag last year, 95,000, right? This year Kwali bag dropping even below 30. Like, this season, like this storage season, oh, you understand? And this dropping is going to be very fast, because if today is already 18, you understand, we just have few days to pass, July go finish, right? Or by by last week of July, you understand, egusi suppose don dey ground like potopoto, like it suppose don plenty, is going to be buying and storing. But the problem is that we are on the 18th of July, egusi still no gree drop, because the truth is just that e no dey, because people are bringing from Nasarawa to come and sell here in Abuja here. You understand? So why Nasarawa is a bit cheaper is because Nasarawa is inside village one. Two is that this thing, Nasarawa farm egusi more than every other state in Nigeria. They are the highest producer. So like, you can't come and go into a how do I explain it? Like, you can't come and go to someone who have something in bulk and not get it more cheaper. You understand? So the current market situation now for egusi is that egusi is still very expensive, not because of anything, but because I'm giving you like generally, because even this Nasarawa bag suppose don't come down below this thing that is there. But don't worry, when we use our hand enter market, now we go drop the price. You understand? We are the market movers. We are going to crash down the price, but just have it in mind that we might not be able to have that crashing of no, we can't be able to crash it pata pata. You understand? Like Nasarawa bag that we want to store, I'm targeting 140. You understand? I'm targeting 140. 140 to buy. You understand? But currently it's still selling it now. But why we are going to start making payment and doing everything is so that there's what we call readiness. When you are fully ready and everything just there, you understand. Once we enter market, like let's say this Monday, but if we enter market, you go dey see our big vendors be like, I get egusi, go tell them your price. Don't lush. We are not lushing, just relax. You don't already know what you want. You understand? Tell them your price. Some people that have small money might be buying one or two bag. At the end of the day, you go see say na dem go come meet you now. Okay, Mr. John, make una come carry. You see say we don crash down the price from 160 to 140, but sometimes e dey chop two head. E fit dey that 140, make other people come still buy that 160, market go finish that day. Next market you go wait until before you know it, egusi don finish. You understand? But I believe that it's going to work in our favor this season. So if you can still hear me, please type on the comment section I understand. Please type I understand so that we can move and I will know that we are all together. So that is for the current market situation. And if I can, yes, I can see some people I understand. That's very good. So now the next topic we have here is how to know the best time to buy a egusi. This thing is like, it's not something to come and say like how will I even explain it. It's not something that is too difficult. The time to start buying egusi is July, August. But I always say, don't rush and go and start buying once you see that it's July. Remember what I told everybody. Once it's July 1st, keep your money. You know, say some people they do adjust, some people they do savings, some people they do other things, right? So but just keep down, like be doing everything that you're doing. Once it's July 1st, remove that money from anywhere where in there, but keep it. Then as you keep that money, you are not going to use it and buy immediately. Remember, first week of July this year, this same Kwari bag was selling for 220. Nasarawa was selling for 240, 260. You understand it now? From that 260, don drop to 160. As supply dey enter, that's how it's going to keep dropping. You understand the logic now? Ba? So that's just how this thing is. You understand? So, but at the same time, the this thing that we need to understand for the buying aspect is that I see a lot of people miss out in egusi. Do you know why they normally miss out, ba? Because they try to do this thing. How will I even explain it? Like, last year, this Nasarawa bag was selling for 120, 125, 130. You understand? So this type of Nasarawa bag that I want to buy, you understand, this year now. Last year it was selling for 120, I think 125, 130, 135. That was the lowest it reached last year. But when we now did this thing, this year that we want to store now, we might not really be able to get it at that 130, 135. 130, 130, I doubt. Because if on the 18th, you understand, egusi is still this very, very expensive. Even last market, like yesterday was Nasarawa market, I was in the market. Even me, I never buy even one bag because I can't buy 160. And guess what? As I'm saying, I'm not going to buy. People are buying. Oh, you understand it now. But at the same time, one thing I normally do is that don't rush this market. Just calm down and relax. You understand? Generally, commodity market are not pumping, so you don't have to rush anything. Take your time. Do you understand it now? So the time to buy is not just always plan July, August, but don't rush to buy immediately. Always do this thing. You don't rush to buy immediately. Watch price. From that July 1st, you start watching price, how price is moving. You understand? Like we started watching price from first week of July up to this 18th, and the price from 240 in Abuja, that's Kwari market, from 240, from 220 to 180 now. You understand? Why that one no dey drop anyhow is because they no even market am. I walk around the whole Kwari market. I think, is it which day was the market? I think Thursday, right? Abi Wednesday. I walk around the whole market, right? I did not see even one person that have up to 30 bag, like nobody. They at the work, like normal. By this time, if you dey enter market, you can't see road to enter. But they every pick up where they enter, is groundnut. So that's why Kwari bag is not dropping that fast. But Nasarawa bag that is doing this thing, mind you, because the demand from this Kwari is going to that Nasarawa. So people are bringing. So if they are saying 160 in Nasarawa, mind you, their bag is big bag. So some of these women we buy it at that 160, bring it at Kwari, the bag, and sell 180 per bag, then still get some extra because the Nasarawa bag is bigger than our Kwari. You see the why the demand for Nasarawa no too gree drop to that 140. You understand? So the buying aspect, plan July August, but don't rush to start buying. Watch price. You understand? The best way to actually know the buying, the way you can actually buy is if last year they sold 130, 135 bar, do you know what you are going to do this year? If you watch that, okay, the supply is not too big, add extra 10 to 15, 20, just do 10, 15, 20K like extra, right? Then start from that price, now start buying for that season. You understand? So that whatever that happens, because sometimes price does not go back to that particular price. That take for example my own life experience. 2023, I bought 50,000 per bag. I sold 115. Then 224, I was still targeting to buy 50,000. I no see am for 50,000. I started buying from 75, right? So that 75 that I started buying in that 224, that was the lowest it got to, and it was just in two markets. E finish. Before you know it, Egusi don dey 150 back. You understand? So always, if you keep on waiting to see like how I even explain, to get at that particular price that this thing is, you might miss out. Do you understand? So they buying this thing, just plan July, August. Don't rush to buy. Have a particular zone. If what the lowest is sold last year was 100,000, add like extra 15 to 20K, then start buying from 120 that season. Because every season farmers always have it in mind that he must add extra 10,000. That's just their mindset. Something started since 2023 from 50,000 as the lowest. We are now doing lowest in Kwarina as of last year market. The lowest it got to was 100,000. You understand? Then this year now I still dey 180, and I'm not even seeing it dropping below 130. The Kwari bag gone gone. So um the number three question I have here is how to identify quality egusi. This one now is for people that wants to store by themselves. You understand? But if you're not studying by yourself, we already know how to identify this thing by ourselves. Number one is that we have two types of egusi. We have the one they call Nasarawa egusi, which is Igbo egusi, and we have the one they call Niger State egusi. The Igbo egusi is the one that is like the one that you have seen me post or use and do video. But the Niger State own, they call that one Yoruba egusi. That one have black mouth. So that black mouth, they move market. That one we don't store it because the demand is not even there. You understand? So we don't normally store that particular type. So this thing, another one is make sure that you are buying the Nasarawa type of egusi, the Igbo egusi, anywhere you want to buy and store. If you want to stay in your side and even buy, like you see someone that planted egusi, make sure you're buying that particular type of egusi. Don't store those black mouth own. Do you understand? Then the second thing that you need to know, heaviness. When you fetch them on your hand, do you understand? Is the seed very solid? Is it big? Is it that kind bold seed? I don't know if you understand. Don't just store all those fere seed, because those women that buys it use machine to mill it. So when if they want to buy from you, they will first of all fetch it on their hand and see. And if the thing is not that bold and strong, like matured enough, the machine that is grinding this thing, we think is chaff. You understand it now? So that's why they always try to use this thing to like, that's why you have to buy a more mature and strong egusi. Then be careful on moisture content. Now egusi is still, like, the moisture content is still very high. So one of the things that we normally do is that even after buying this egusi that we are studying for you guys like this, or even ourselves, we normally still do what we call it dry. You understand? So most of the egusi that we store now, we still do redrying. And why we normally buy now is because that this ending of July now / August, that's the lowest egusi is going to go to. So once you start entering September, some people will start, okay, egusi is more dry now, but those people will be buying at a more expensive price, which I don't want to take that risk. I prefer to do redrying like gradually with my workers and still have our egusi intact than to buy at a very expensive price in September. Do you understand? So that's how to identify. Make sure the egusi is bold enough and mature and is Igbo egusi, and the moisture content is very very low. You understand? When you fetch the egusi sef, you go even feel the moisture content. I will send the samples on the group. So then the number four question here is common mistake that make people lose money. Number one is fear of missing out. Lush. You understand? Like last year, I saw a lot of people in the masterclass did this rush, because when the egusi started coming out, you will see some people, they will just rush, they buy. You don't just see, if you rush in, you will rush out too. You understand? So I don't rush this market. What I normally do is every season I sit down with my team, we talk, we analyze the market, we see how the supply is entering, we do this thing, we compare it with last season, check all these things. But so after we finally check, then we'll now say, okay, this is our mistakes last season, this is what we plan to do this season much more better, this is how to cut down losses, this is how to cut down costs and all this thing. Then after that, we'll now have a zone price. Nobody can come out and tell you that this is the last price egusi go sell, then e begin dey go up. No. Do you know what you can do? You just have to have a zone. For example now, our zone price, you understand, is from 140. So that zone price that we have, right? So do you know what we are going to do? We are just going to keep buying at that zone price. So if egusi drop to 135, we still buy. It dropped to 130, we still buy. It dropped to 140, we still buy. And mind you, before we go finish buying, egusi go come, if it don't go up to like 150, those money that came out from that this thing that came out from that the one that we bought at 135, 130 bar, we use it, we will still add it and make sure we buy the complete number of bag. Do you understand? Because the egusi is not going to sit down at one price and be waiting for you to finish buying. You might be buying from 140, next market you enter 145, next market you come down to 135. Do you understand this thing? So you just have to have a zone that you are buying with. Because if you are waiting for one particular price, or else you are just buying, let's say 10 bag, 50 bag. But if you are buying like us that is storing thousands of bag, you have to just have a zone. As you are buying within that zone, we are now going to have like at the end of the service when I don't finish buying, you will now come out, okay, this is the price that we finally bought, and calculate all the money that you guys spent on buying and everything, divide it, you will now have an average cost price per bag. You understand it in now? So if you are understanding what I'm saying, please type on the comment section, I understand. Do you understand? So the number one mistake is fear of missing out. Don't rush this market, just calm down. This is not a rush market. You understand? Then the second thing is buying low dried egusi because it's cheap. You might come to Nasarawa and they are seeing this bag, they are saying one. You might see this bag and they are saying 160, and you go see person go come tell you, give me money, I give you my own for 140. Check that one. You understand? Maybe that one is not well dried. Anything that you see in the commodity market that is too cheap over what they are selling generally, that thing get comma. You understand? Maybe this egusi is not well dry, or na the one where they use chemical to make it so like you can make a spoil sharp so that they can wash it. You know, a lot of trick in this thing. So don't always rush for cheap commodities. Ask the general market price. So once you see the general market price, it's going to help you. You understand? To know what you are doing, the price you should be buying, and all these things. You understand? Fear of missing out. Don't buy at a low price. You know, don't buy like no. You can actually come out and manipulate the price, but the manipulation is for people that is buying big like us now. For example, if we come down market like this, see, once I don't set now on Monday, say I want to buy, do you know what I'm going to do? Immediately we come, you see some people will say 150, 160, 180. Just not follow them talk. Tell them your price. I dey buy 140. I dey buy 130. So if the price dey 160, we fit comot 20k, say we dey buy 140. But you find out at the end of the day, some of those initial garagara women dem wey dey buy to go the bag and do for padi, their money go finish. So they go come and the farmers need that money. Then some people dey bring their own in the evening, you understand? So they go come meet you, you bring down the price, you buy at that 140. You know wetin you go do? Next market, you do 130. Some of them might quickly, you understand? Then you might continue with your 140. Then if you see say the supply don dey too much, you bring that, like this thing is just understanding and trick. You understand? So yes, common mistake, fear of missing out, but don't buy low dried egusi. Anything that is too cheap, avoid it. You understand? Then another thing is working with scam vendors. We have some people in the market that they will tell you, okay, let me help you and do this thing, let me help you and do this thing. See, don't just work with a random person. You understand? Like, so I don't know, so people that have come to Kwari that I always say, we don't have extra warehouse for you to keep these goods. Then when I'm taking them around the market, they'll be like, Mr. John, space dey here. Space dey there, but person wey dey in charge of that warehouse, you fit trust am with that goods. You understand it now? They no dey keep person wey dey owe. And these women and those, like those village people, see, I no know how, you know say Nigeria get plenty laws but you see that law of they no dey keep person wey dey owe, dey carry am for head. They dey go school for that one, they understand am. Because you go keep kaya for person store then when it is time to sell, you keep 20 bag. When you wan come carry am, you go come dey see 15 bag. You go come ask am wetin happen, you go come tell you say tor im wife come get belle, or you know that kind story. So they go come tell you say im wife come swallow shovel, im wan come die na why e come sell 5 bag make e use am, make e use the money save im wife. You understand? That kind of a thing. You go come, you sef go come vex, you no go fit call police, you no go fit do this thing. If you want, like I'm telling you. So I no dey like that kind of situation. So I always work with people that I trust them enough that if you keep this number of goods in their store and you come out, you will not look for anyone back. You understand it now? So that's the mistakes you should avoid. Number one, fear of missing out. Don't rush. Number two, don't buy road ride egusi because it's too cheap. Number three, don't work with scam vendors. You understand? As far as you have paid for this master class, I think between Abuja and Nasarawa, that is where the majority of egusi is. So if you want to do anything egusi, always reach out to me. I give you, everybody already know, work with Mr. Yakubu and Jemilu. These are my most trusted vendors. If you come to Nasarawa, work with Mama Janet and Papa Janet. They are very good. You understand it now? These are people who say I fit sleep, leave kaya under their care. Yeah. So, but all these things is gradually. I'm now getting. Like we build that relationship over time. I see others. Do you understand it now? So, then number 5 question here is how to prevent spoilage and losses. I will give you example with what happened last year. So if you can still hear me, please type on the comment section I can hear you, so that I will know, yes, that we are all together, and I will know, okay, yes, I can see, I can hear you, I can hear you. That's good, that's good. So I will tell you people what happened last year. How to prevent spoilage and losses. I'm still waiting for more comments to know that, yes, I can hear you, so that we can go ahead. If you can hear me, type on the comment section that you can hear me. Please type. I'm waiting to see a comment I can hear you, so that I will go ahead and tell you guys this story. If you can hear me, type on the comment section that you can hear me. Please type on the comment section that you can hear me. Very, very good. I can see a lot of I can hear you. That's good. So let's go. Now, let me tell you guys a story that happened. I think I actually shared it before, but you might not really understand. Now, last year, when we are studying this egusi, so we studied you know, this class now is a family something, so this is our own mistake, and I will tell you how we paid dearly for it. So one, when we are studying that egusi, you don't keep egusi on the normal ground. You either keep it on top tire or you keep it on top plank. Good. So plank is so expensive. We bought tire, plenty tire. We drop it on the ground of the of the warehouse. We drop all the bags of the goods. Sorry if you, whenever I say kaya, I mean bag of the goods that we bought, because I don't know, you know, if you are familiar with North market, you know what I mean by kaya. So we drop all those bags of egusi on top the tire. Do you know what happened? So now, you know, we store plenty. We have thousands of bag. So now we normally come and do weekly check. You understand? So that weekly check how the goods are and all these things. But now, all those bag that is on the ground, like where they the last, like the bottom bags, those tire, those cycle where they do for tire, I don't know how, like coldness from ground or something. Let me just say coldness from ground. You know that kind of thing, heat up those bag from that hole. And the bags where they ground, they plenty. You understand? It's very, very plenty. Because you know, the warehouse is very big. So imagine the bags that is on the ground, like the ones I'm telling you. So those cycle like this, all of them have issue. So when we are now selling, we had issue with our people that is buying. They'll be like, I cannot go carry this one, we get issue. After they drop bag finish, guess how many bag wey that thing affect? 100 and something bags. Hey, omo, now we can't do this thing. Now we can't comot the ones wey good, then leave the ones wey no good. But at the end of the day, the one wey we comot wey good is around 52 bag. Almost 40 something bag is damaged. I'm telling you the honest truth. See, the whole thing weak me. The profit that we are supposed to even make, like we join everything to pay partners first to make sure that they are happy. But then now the thing is now a very big lesson from to us. You know why that thing happen? But you know, say because say the bags wey we store is very big, you know, like the heaviness and all this thing. So I come say, I know wetin go happen. This year we are going to we are going to cover all those hole. Now we go timber shop. Jemilu go timber shop today. One of the this thing, the plank, abi you know all those timber and all those wood. So one of the this, like the wood where they go use cover those tire, the hole and all this thing, one is selling for 2,005. I'm telling you. So you can imagine how much we are going to spend. You understand? But you know, it's not like every season. It's only for this season that we finally bought all of them, cover it, and it's going. And we are not going to do overstacking. Don't do overstacking. You know, if you come market, you will see two bag on the ground, eight bag on it. That we call it 10-10 stack, but 10-10 stack. And if you are looking at that 10-10 stack, you go think say na for counting. It's not for counting. It's for overweight, especially for oil products like egusi. Especially for oil products like egusi, don't just overstack them. But we like I don't really know that if you overstack it, the ones under the ground, like you know, say egusi na oil product. So if you overstack it, the heaviness of the dis thing wey dey, the heaviness of those ones on top will press the one wey dey for ground, the oil go dey comot for im body, and you no go know, because the ones wey dey front like this wey you dey see surfacing, breeze dey touch them, so you no go see. Na the ones wey dey back, I'm telling you. So that was what happened last year. I did not even bring it up to the people that did partnership last year. We just have to find a way within ourselves, cover the loss, and the loss was for us, you understand? Because you know, I always say that any loss that is coming out of spoilage, theft, all those kind of act of negligence, we are the one to pay for it. Because I want us to hold ourselves accountable for it too, so that we are going to be up and doing. This is people's money that you are managing, right? So we paid for it. Like the thing, like not be small. This thing, everybody, even Jamil, all of us have to put hand for our own pocket to join together, make sure that we clear everything. You understand? So that was like our own, loss experience. So number one way to avoid spoilage or losses: one, don't work with scam people. All this is too cheap. Like, don't work with, it's too cheap to I know what I'm saying is too cheap, because sometimes you go see some people go enter market immediately when they just see, okay, they are selling like this. Everybody like money. Nobody wants to give you their goods as a cheap price. It's just like buying a cheap car. They go hide wetin dey do the engine, they no go tell you. Na when you carry am go, and lis ten o, is not to buy, na to sell. See, say I have received a lot of message of people that buy that can't be able to sell, and a lot of people that are stored with people that can't be able to. The person dey tell am say market no dey move, I no fit sell, all those kind things. So, but at the same time, one of the things that gives us edge is that we have already have the buyers base, you understand? And I no dey like overpower myself or overdo pass my power. But that's why you see that sometimes before you know it, you go hear say partnership don close. Partnership don e don close. I'm not happy that you as a master class member did not participate. But unfortunately, I no go use because say you did not participate, then go store wetin I no go fit manage. You understand it? Because it's management of it that is the main cocoa. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. So don't work with scam vendors. Be careful. This is money aspect. See, it's money aspect. Don't just do anyhow. You understand? Whenever you are buying anything, make sure you are buying it like the standard one. After buying the standard one, like you buy a well dried egusi, well bagged, because you know say as they feed that bag wey e stand well, if you keep that bag straight, after 4 months the weight of that bag go reduce. You understand? So if they no bag that, if they no load am well, before that time, if you dey look for 20 mudu inside that bag, you no go see am. I'm telling you the honest truth. So because of moisture content dropping and all these things, so don't work with scam vendors. Be careful of the type of goods you are buying. Then when you are storing, if you are storing on your own, don't keep it under the floor. You understand? Keep it on top plank. Then if you are keeping it on top tire, you have heard our own story now. You understand? Don't just keep it on top tire that you did not cover that hole. Make sure you cover that hole. You understand? With plank. Drop tire. I think the best is to drop tire, then drop plank on top. You understand? So that is how to avoid spoilage in this business, and how to avoid loss. Don't work with scam vendors. Be careful how you do your money. If you are storing on your own, make sure you buy a well dried egusi. Store it this way or that. Just once you buy a well dried egusi, keep it on top tire that is on top plank. You don't have any problem again. Then do weekly check. Use your chuka chook inside. See if you are noticing any changes, you quickly set it up. Final. You understand? So let's go. Let's go. We have already spent 43 minutes. When is the best time to sell? I think this question is very, very, very important, because a lot of people that is even doing the partnership, sometimes I will see some people, they will partner with us in this July. By September ending, they are already calling you, Mr. John, how far? Listen, is me particularly that is doing this 16 weeks, that is like minimum of 4 months to 6 months upward. Normally, what people normally do, especially for produce like this, they normally do 6 months to 8 months. But I know say I'm still a young guy. Everything they do me fast, I no wan waste time. Like let me just say that it's because of, okay, a young guy vibe, and also I know dey too like waste time for something. So that's why I normally do that 16 weeks. So but if this selling aspect depends on individual, please, if you can hear me, type I can hear you or I understand on the comment section, please. So this selling is individual. Like, let's take for example now, we buy bag of egusi from Nasarawa at the rate of 140. Then after storing, right, then you are seeing 180, 190. You fit decide to sell o. You understand? You fit decide to sell. There is no problem with that. You understand the thing now? So some people will be like, I'm going to wait till that, I'm going to wait till January, I'm going to wait till February, I'm going to wait till March. All these things depends on individual. You understand? So, but the normal time that you should start looking out to start sell normally is once it reaches let's say just January. Use it and begin the year. Once it's January, or let's say December ending, you have started watching how the price is behaving. You understand? So if the price is okay for you, you can decide to sell. So the selling is not like, let me come and say everybody sell by June and sell by January. No, it depends. Like we now, if we after storing, we see the capacity that we store by, then we already know the average that we can sell in the market. Then we divide them and know how to start like selling them gradually. You understand it now? So the selling aspect depends on you. Or let me say it's individual. You understand? But if you are studying with us, if you are studying with us, we normally do minimum of 4 months, 4 months upward. You understand? Then you can also terminate at any time that you want. But just have it in mind that just always give it time. You understand? This thing is not like forest market or get rich quick scheme. Give it time, because what we are working with is the scarcity. When the kaya no go there for market again, then we can now start coming out and start dictating the price ourselves. Do you understand? So let's go. When is the best time? Yes, okay. Profit calculation. Then this profit aspect is where a lot of people will be like, okay, Mr. John, after buying at 140, how much can we be able to sell? Now, this selling aspect now then is something that we normally do speculations on it. You understand? But that does not mean that that is the exact price it's going to get to, or that it's not going to get there. It's more like a kind of this selling too, that it depends on the individual. What we as a company normally do is that we try as much as possible to be able to do something like to buy at a price that is going to be very difficult for the market to drop below it. Do you understand? Like, we buy at a price that is going to be very difficult for market to drop below it. Do you understand? Rather, e go start from there, they go up. So now selling, if we are studying this Nasarawa bag, which is this 140 bar, then me I'm targeting 200k upward per bag. You understand? 200,000 naira upward, I start moving. You understand it now? Because to reach 200,000 naira is not going to be very difficult, because we up our buying price. You understand? Like the buyers also increase their buying price. You understand? So the selling, say the higher you buy, the higher you sell. You understand? So if you are buying at a very lower price, mind you, that is how the price is not going to also reach that distance, because all the like buyers also calculate. I have experience before, they sold all my bags of rice. Good. Do you see? So you don't just store with people that you don't know, or you don't just, this thing is money matter. And when you store with some people, but they fit sell your kaya and they will accept. Oh, they are not going to lie, they are going to accept, but you can't do them anything. Carry them go police or carry them go court. So now so you go come move from doing business with somebody to going to court every market day. You go come dey go to court, una go dey drag. At the end of the day, court go come ask am, how do you want to pay? You understand? So be careful how you store and where you store. You understand? Especially if you are storing individually or any other market that is not within this Abuja. Because if you are storing in Abuja, if not Mr. Yakubu warehouse, man know the inside. I don't even want problem. So do you understand? So the profit calculation that we are targeting this year, if we are storing 140, we are targeting from 200,000 naira upward. I think beginning of the season, this bag was selling for 280. You understand? But we can't be able to say 280. Let's just say from 200, we are going to start watching. You understand how we can be able to do that? So then I think if you can still hear me, type I understand, so that I will now tell you strategies from the strategies I use to grow my capital. You understand, up to the level I am. So if you can hear me, type I can hear you on the comment section, so that we can round up and I will tell you the strategies I normally use to grow my capital very well. So, and make sure you're writing down all your questions. You understand? Because I just want us to end the class within 1 hour and some few minutes. I don't want to waste anybody's time. Today is Saturday. You have to enjoy your weekend. I know some men that is in the group will be like, Mr. John, why did you put this thing? And you don't know that we have match today. I know that we have much, but sincerely speaking, money must be made. You understand? We are going to make money. Yes, I can see some people. I can hear you. I can hear you. That's very good. So let's go ahead and let me now tell you the strategy. So the number one strategies I use in this business is that I do like a kind of roll over my profit and my capital in profitable products. Let me explain. If I store soya beans in December, right? Then let's take for example, let me just use this thing that we did. Let me use everything that we have did. But so we bought soya beans at the rate of 50,000 in December per bag. But so we now sold for 70k. So if after selling for 70k, right, I will not remove anything. No, as I don't make that percent, but I will carry everything. Look for the best entry price in Egusi. Buy. So as I will not, if I store December, if I store soya beans in December, I will move from that December to June, July. June, I will start selling my soya beans, right? So that is 6 months. So it's just like a kind of keeping my money in something that is going to give me profit. So when it gives me profit, I'm not going to use that money now, put it inside the egusi from July to December. I will sell my egusi in December, January, use the money and buy soya beans again. I did it for since 2000, I think since 2023. You understand? And but luck was on my side. You understand? When I did this thing, the minimum that I was getting that time was 100%. I bought this thing. I bought a Wusi 50,000. I bought a Wusi 50,000. I sold for 150. You understand that kind of a 200%. I bought a Guinea corn that year, 35,000. I sold for 95. You know that kind of. So the difference was just that time market they give us 100%, 200%. So imagine me flipping 10 million naira round the clock like that. You understand it now? You put your 10 million naira in soybeans in December, you got almost 28 million. You carry 28 million, put inside the egusi now double the money to 60 something. You carry the 60 something, go into Guinea corn. You understand that kind of a thing? Flip it that way, 2 to 3 years like this, you don't get bigger capital. You understand it now? So this is just the secret I use, or let me just say strategy. It's not secret. Everybody can do it. Everybody can learn about it. So I just flip my money, you understand, within product. I don't just the way I see this thing is like a kind of, I see it as a word building game for me. I'm not just in the business to make every dime that is in. That's why if you watch everything I normally do, I calculate it by percentage. If I'm saying that we made 40% in Stanbic, some people will not really understand, but I always calculate it by percentage. Okay, I put this amount and in percentage because I always say, okay, worst case scenario, at least in a year, let's make 100% of our capital. You understand? So if you start by December, let's say, because if you start by December, January, and stock higher, let's say by the next December or January, let my money be double. That kind of a thing. So I normally target it that way. So if you can still hear me, please make sure you are typing all your questions so that we can start question and answer section. So this is the normal strategy I use. So egusi is not something that is too big, or that you can't really do. Is normal product. It's just that egusi is the most profitable product. Then I normally get these questions very well. Some people will be like, Mr. John, why do you love egusi? Why do you talk about egusi so much? Because I have never lost money in egusi. You understand? I've lost money literally in every product. Mr. Eugene, that is following us, is one of our biggest investor, and him also. I think when his first experience was Guinea corn, and he lost money. You understand that kind of a thing. So that year we bought 60,000 per bag. Yes, I think, let me just say, I think 60,000. That's what we bought that year. So we later sold for 40,000. So you see the kind of amount that we lost. So I have lost money in guinea corn, I have lost money in beans, I have lost money in some money products. I even lost money in palm oil, I think years back. That is for one of the reasons why I know they like people mind for that palm oil something. So, but Egusi is the only product that they fail me. Let me not say me. They fail the people where they store am. You understand? And not only that, if you watch the market now, but even with all the things that is happening in the market generally, right? Even in all the things happening in the market generally, Egusi did not drop below like what e suppose. I'm telling you the honest truth. When beans fall yakata, everything gbadawa. You see soya beans now. You think say that soya beans wey we buy for the 50,000 in December, I surprise because soya beans no dey ever gree drop below 100,000. You always sit down there as senior man, but even him fall reach 50%. You understand? But Egusi no dey ever, dey try am. So you can start typing, you can start sending your questions so that we can be answering it as I'm telling you this story, right? So that is just the reason why I love Egusi. And again, the storage principle is very easy. Just buy well dry Egusi, keep it well. No water, no water should be in the room, like that kind of thing. Just keep it well as you normally keep your bag of rice, chicken. You understand? When it is time to sell, buyers is always there. Unless you don't have a good product, that is why buyer might not really be able to consider your own. But once you have a good product, buyers will always be interested in buying from you. You understand it now? That is it. So buyer selling aspect for Egusi is very easy. You understand? Then the storage aspect is easy. The profit, or the Egusi does not you don't lose in Egusi. Like me now, I always say that I use loan, like I used to collect loan, put in Egusi. But all these things is mind. You understand? You might not have that capacity or have that mind to collect loan and put inside the Egusi. But I used to do it because I have the mind, and I know that no worst case scenario, the capital will come out. You understand that kind of a thing? So that's for the Egusi. Then, as you are typing all your questions, I will go into explanation for the benefit of people that is new. You understand? That is new to our partnership program or everything that we do. How our partnership work is that, you see, as we take dey do this our live session like this, that is how our partnership work. So the partnership is not for the general public. It's not like may you go carry your sister or your brother. No. Do you understand? So yes, I'm explaining how the partnership work now. Do you understand? So the partnership is not for the general public. The partnership is only for us. That is the masterclass people. So once a particular product comes up, you understand, I go into the market, I analyze it, I come back, and tell you this is the price that we are going to be buying, this is everything is going to cost, right? Then I drop the account details, you send the money, like you calculate how many bags that you want to store and send the money. You understand? So we are going to buy as we are buying, we are going to be updating how the price is going, how we are buying, the buying process and everything. Then after storage, right? Then all of us will be hearing the price. I always say anything that I'm telling you, any price that I'm telling you, always go and verify it. Don't just assume. You understand? You can always go and verify. If we are saying that we are selling at a particular price, go and verify. If we are saying that we are buying at a particular price, go and verify. And the partnership is not a must. If you look at it, you know, quick for body, or the way we are doing it is not up to your standard, Biko, don't worry. You understand? You can try elsewhere, or you can do it on your own to your taste. You understand? So the partnership is only within us. And then at the end of the service, you understand, we as a company, from the profit that is being made, we take 30%, give you 70 with your capital back. Do you understand? So let's assume you buy 1 million naira worth of egusi. At the end of the day, we make like 100%. Then we take 30%, that's 300K, give you 700,000 with your capital back, that's 1.7. You understand? And you can terminate at any time. You will be like, I don't want to do again. We can sell at the current market price and send you back your money. You understand, with the profit. So you can terminate at any time, but you have to give us like 2 weeks notice, because it's not like anyhow market is the market is every 4 days. You understand? So we have to inform our buyers, and you know, when we are not ready to start selling, we have not started informing our buyers that we are ready to sell. So some of them might not know that we have started. So when you want to sell, you reach out to us first. I want to sell my own, we process it and sell it and give you your money and your profit. Do you understand? So, okay. So I think I've explained how the partnership works. So if you still have any question regarding how the partnership works, go ahead and drop it. So how do you pay your investors on installments, or you pay them at once? We pay at once. Once we finish selling, like the payment goes. If we start selling like this now, if you want your own, you can request. But once we finish selling, we pay everything once. We don't just pay. If you do 1 million, we pay you five. Wetin happen? As we sell the car, we dey send you your money. You understand? So what's the advice for a beginner? Or a beginner on, or is it on the partnership, or on the general agric business, or the egusi particularly? So let me know the area you're coming from. So please type all your questions. Let's type questions. Ask all your questions, so that you know why we normally lock the group, because if we should allow everybody to be talking in the group, some people phone will be hanging. Any question, please go ahead and ask it now, please. You understand? Please ask it now. Which month can someone start buying egusi, and how much for a starter as a capital? Please. I think we have discussed about this thing in the beginning of the this thing, in the beginning of the section. So we say that the buying period for egusi is July, August. You understand? That July, August is the time that we start buying. But you don't just have to start buying immediately. You understand? You have to watch the price. So this is the season that we are going to start buying egusi. Then capital, this thing for the people in the master class, where the bag that we are targeting to buy is 140,000 naira. Then the logistic aspect that we are going to be doing this year, one is that the logistics, we paid this thing, the transport to move that egusi from Nasarawa to Abuja is 4,000, right? Because we are using truck. If you are using Golf, all those small car, they charge 10K. So but we are going to be using truck. You understand? So those truck charge 4,000 naira per bag. Then the warehouse fee is 1,000, security 1,000. You understand? That's 6,000 naira. Then we have what we call ladder. Ladder is like money for land. So you can't buy anything in Nasarawa that you are not going to give them 1,000 naira per bag for ladder. You understand? So everything is 7,000. So people that is doing partnership is 147,000 naira per bag that we are buying. But have it in mind, the type of bag that we are storing this year is bigger bag, is not quarry bag. You understand? So as we are storing that big bag at a very bigger price, that is still the same way we are going to be selling at a very bigger price. You understand? So the minimum bag to participate in the partnership this year is 4 bag. You understand? So if you times 147,000 times 4, I think it's 588. That's why I say everybody should budget from 500,000 naira upward. You understand? For the partnership. So which month? Okay. So another person asks, when are we buying the egusi and how much is it now? Egusi is currently in the season. We are going to start buying on Monday, but we are not going to rush and start buying. You understand? We must have this thing. We must be able to know that okay, price have come to our buying entry, which I said our target price is 140. Do you understand? So 140 is what we are targeting to start buying from. So and if we are buying at 140, as of last market, which is yesterday, Gucci was selling for 160. But at the same time, we just have to a kind of get prepared, go to the market and start bidding our own price and see how the price will react. You understand? But just have it in mind that anything that is going on in the market, you'll be getting the update. How we have started buying, how the price is reacting. Everything, any legal document between you and your company and the partners. Yes, we have legal document. On Monday morning when the partnership will be starting, I'll be sending the documentation, the listing, the legal document for you to sign and understand how everything work. You understand? What's the advice for a beginner in the storage business? Personally, for me, it's just for you to understand the particular product that you want to go into. Like now, as you are already with us like this, so what we normally do is the once a particular product comes up like this, you just have to okay check within yourself. I want to buy. You understand? If you want to buy and store by yourself, then it's fine. If you want to do partnership, it's fine. It's not like something you go to school and start learning. As if you reach the egusi season, you can decide to come to Abuja, see how we are buying it, learn the how to get a well dried egusi and all these things. So it's not something that is going to like one kind mighty something. No, just follow us gradually as we are moving. You are going to get everything. You understand? When is the deadline to join the partnership? There is no deadline. You know how we normally do it. Once the partnership start, you understand, it depends on you now. Do you understand? It depends on how the payment is coming in. We already have a particular target number of bag that we want to store. So once the money that come in is already equivalent to buy that particular number, the partnership closes. You understand? So there is no deadline. Can I visit you in Abuja? Yes, you can visit us in Abuja. You understand? So please drop more questions, drop more questions, drop more questions, drop more questions. No, no, no. Do we send receipt of payment to the general group after payment? There is no need. You understand? So how the payment works is that I think all these things is coming from people that is new to the this thing. So once you see the instruction, once after making payment, you send your payment receipt to me. And please know that on Monday we are going to be in the market. So you might send money and you send it to me on WhatsApp. Okay, confirm my payment, and I might not be able to respond in time. You'll be thinking, okay, I no no, just calm down. Once you make your payment, send the payment receipt to me. Chicken, you understand? And at the end of the day, once I'm able to come on my phone, I will send you this thing that you are going to fill in for documentation purposes and every other thing. You understand? So I'm in Lagos. I come to Abuja before I partner. There is no problem, but the problem is that we are traveling on Monday. You understand? So I don't know if you have seen some people that have come to our market. So we have been announcing it. If you want to come and meet us in the market, you should come. But now we are going to be traveling, I think tomorrow, against Monday market in Nasarawa. So if you are going to be traveling, it might be in Nasarawa that you are going to come and meet us, or you have to wait till we finish everything that we are doing in Nasarawa and come back to Abuja. I think I have explained. Please, Kojon, take us through the procedure for the partnership. I think I've explained it. It's just once on Monday now, and I will calculate the price that we are buying. I've already said our buying target this year for the bag is 140. But this is 7,000. That's 147,000. Times it by how many bags that you're able to store. You understand? Minimum of 4 bags. Then send the money, send the payment receipt to me. There is no problem. Once I confirm, I send you the details. You fill in your details. Like it's very easy. It's not something that is too do this. It's not that kind of difficult. Then at the end of the day, when you are going to fill in your form and all this thing finish, when we are going to be updating the group as we are selling, you understand, or as we are buying and everything. So when we start selling, you'll be seeing the price, everybody will be seeing how the market is reacting and everything, you understand. So please send in your questions. We have already exceeded 1 hour, you understand. So send in your questions. The minimum amount to participate on this year own, I think, is 588,000, 147,000 times 4 is 588. You understand? It's 588,000 naira to participate on the Egusi this year. The reason why I'm doing it this way, so that you know last year we actually did small number, you understand. But one something that when the profit is coming out, you have seen that the general market this thing is no longer like that kind of been like it go just dey push like that. So we have already seen that okay, what we are going to do now is, if at the end of the day, let's say for example we did only 50%, you understand, so that the profit is the money that you're going to be receiving as a profit and your capital is going to be reasonable, you understand, it's going to be reasonable. So I think that is just the reason why we now did that, this thing to be able to be one, to be four bag. So please type, if you can still hear me, type I can hear you. If you don't have any other question, type no other question, so that we can end the live session. Everybody will go and rest. It's because of this live session that I came back to Abuja. We're already in Nasarawa monitoring market and all these things. So okay. If the price drop below 140, what happens in terms of what we pay for the partnership? So what we normally do is, as I have explained, we try as much as possible to buy at a particular price that the price is not going to drop below, right? So, but if at the end of the day price drop at 140, is not like we are not selling. See, this 140 that we are buying is going to be very difficult for price to drop below that 140. You understand? But if at the end of the day the price drop at 140, everybody is seeing it. You understand? So we sell at the current market price, still return your capital to you. You understand? So do you understand what I said now? So if you understand what I said, please type I understand and let's know. Okay, no other questions. So if you still have any questions, please type there, please send in your questions. Please send in your questions so that we can be able to round up. You understand? So the partnership is going to be starting on Monday. Please note that the partnership is first come, first serve. It's first come, first serve. It's not like it's just like we don't have any this thing in mind. Just as the money is coming in, once it reaches the price, the capacity that we want to store chicken, and we close it. You understand? I'm saying this because of like most people that is coming new, because most of the people that is already with us over the years already know how this thing works. I'm sorry, when is the deadline for partnership? There is no deadline. There is no deadline. So it's just that once we hit the capital of what we want to store this year, we are already done. You understand? Then if you want to make payments, maybe even when we finish even when we hit the target that we want to store, you are still going to hear, okay, the partnership have closed, everything. You understand? So okay, no other question. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate everyone that participated, and I'm so happy that we're able to come to the live session, participate and follow everything. So thank you so much. If you understand what I said and you got value from this live session, please type value on the comment section, and we are going to call it a day. Thank you so much, and I sincerely appreciate every one of us that was able to come to the live session. Then I want to beg us for something. See, this thing that we are doing is human. Now, like we dey do the one where we say, okay, we are human, we do analysis, and at the end of the day, this is how it's going to be. But at the end of the day, is God. So as we are starting the season, me, I'm playing because it's not easy. It's not. Do you know what it means, that group of people where you don't know, you never see them, they gather money give you. Some people's money, some you don't know where the money they come from. You understand? They gather money give you to manage. So it's not easy. You understand? So it's not easy. So it's like how this thing, everybody should put the business in prayer. God abeg, you can even say that as I'm putting my own money, this business will not fail. You understand? There is no other hidden plan, there is no other hidden agenda. The only thing that we normally do is buy, store and resell. You understand it now? That's all. You understand? So also put the business in prayer, put us in prayer as we are traveling from, how the bus from Abuja I drive reach Nasarawa, come back, go again. You know that kind. So it's not easy. So put us in prayer. Let's use positive mind and follow everything this year. Personally, for me, I believe that Egusi this year is going to be very, 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 very. It's going to be very, very profitable. From what I'm seeing, honestly speaking, this year is going to be massive. If you have the money, participate. If you don't have, you can hold on and start preparing for soya beans. Or if the thing no just dey your mind, there's no problem. You understand? What's the account details for partnership? Praise, the account details for partnership is going to be posted on Monday. I suggest you send the form tomorrow. There's no problem. Okay, I think yeah, it's going to be fine. Oh, you understand? I think it's going to be fine. I will be sending it tomorrow. You understand? So everybody can just read and go through it. Since you say we are buying at 147, how many bags will 1 million buy? You just have to times it. You understand? Times 147,000 times, let's say either 7 bag, I think 7 bag or something. Just type. You understand? I think 7 bag or eight. Just type how many bag that you're able to do. So thank you so much. I can see so many people that is saying very, very, very. Thank you very much, Mr. Eugene. You na my man, oh. You na my man, oh. Thank you so much. Much more respect, sir. So thank you so much. And if you understand, I'll be opening the group now. No go ask question, oh. Ask all your question here because I will not be there to respond. If I open the group, just go and make noise. Type your very, 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 very. What is payment arrangement? Is transfer. We know the correct cash so that you have your payment receipt and evidence that you made payment. So it's going to be on Monday. More payment start on Monday morning. Payment start on Monday morning. So thank you so much. I'm going to be